In the shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Canes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Brooks. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Hodges. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Running into the open space. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Stone. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? The defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
power football with the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Third down coming.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly complete. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Creates a little space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That one's going to keep him away tonight as he just missed it. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Dropping back, it's Brooks. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Stone. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Takes the handoff. It's Hester. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Davidson. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Dyer. Got it behind the line, it's Smith. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. They're going to run it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the handoff. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick completion on the out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Now improvising. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. Starting to talk about that already. You know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
28, Miami, 21.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Notre Dame, 28, Miami, 21.
And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Fakes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab. And he loses the football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Brooks. Makes the grab, it's Davidson. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Carr. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quarterback keeper. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Lets it go. Complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, it's Brooks. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stone. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Makes the grab. It's Carr.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quickly out to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Extending the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs. And
headed to the end zone. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes. The AT unit on the field.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dyer. That's caught, it's Brewer. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
28.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. This is a designed run. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push him upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass. It's Brooks. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter.
Turns it on down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Canes are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Leaves it with the running back. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Breaks the tackle and runs through another guy. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll run it again. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Brooks. Scrambling away. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. He's out past the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Another incompletion on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Looking for a man. It's Brooks. Shoots it to the left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Off play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Trying to bull his way in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Dropping back, it's Brooks. Buys a little time. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. He'll do it himself. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.